work. Oh, give it to us, big girl. Go, big girl. What you gonna do? Go, big girl. What you gonna do? Hey,
I love
everybody.
that.
Hey, everybody. It's Lee, and this is Let Us Say It For You.
Big Mike in his house, literally.
Big girl, big Mike.
Big Mike.
Hello, my baby's mama.
Hey, girl.
What's up, girl?
Girl, just being big. Hello, Mike. Look.
Man, doing my thing. Meanwhile, I have salad.
Wow.
I have a salad with salmon.
Oh, that looks so
My
nice.
mother prepared it for me, and I have a protein shake from Stretch's Juice Bar. Shout out to that. Stretch's Champion Lover, the Jamaican DJ.
Champion lover.
And it's that tonight. Wow. And water. But I am not with child, as my uterus is reminding me right now. So anyway, how have you been? What did you do this week?
My page. So I started I'm locked out of Mike of the Brand, so if you've been messaging me, sorry. I'm locked out. I emailed them support. I heard that it may take up to 2 weeks. I've been looking at all of the support in the forums, and they said apparently Instagram is a big deal, so it takes a while for them to get to everybody's inquiry, whatever. So I created a Mike of the Mother page, just to kind of like see pregnant women and babies all day. Like, that's a joy for me. I like positive stories and watching the births, and people talk about like what happened to them when they got pregnant or when they were expecting, or how they baby turned up on them breastfeeding. Like, that was fun for me. And so I did ask Leah, did she feel guilty always constantly posting Mia when she was first born? She was like, it's the hell no for me.
About this little yellow ass baby girl.
Right. And so for me, I came to the realization that I was judging mothers who changed their names to their child. Like, all of a sudden they had no purpose, and now that they have had a child, it's like everything in your life revolves around this child. Like, they totally forget about the things they used to be interested in. But I get it. I fucking get it.
Right, because you 5 minutes pregnant. You got on a shirt that says mama. You got a whole mom. It does change everything. It's
I get it. I totally get it. And so I just wanted to be constantly looking at babies and pregnancy and affirmations about birth and being a mom. I just want to see that all day. So I just made a page. Me and Leo was talking about algorithms, and the ads that pop up are based on things that you liked already. And they ask you, do you want random ads? Do you want ads that are what you want to see based on what you like? So you can actually click that off if you don't care for that, but I care for it. Me and Leah's pages are specifically for certain things, and we specifically get certain things that we want to see on those pages. So that was fun. Apartment shopping, because we getting the F up out of here. We're getting out of here. I'm so excited. So yeah. That's what's going on with me.
Yeah.
So many hot this week.
I want to say something about the algorithm thing, because it's funny, because everything Micah just described about what she wants to see, now that she's with child, that's what's on my timeline. Like, my truly.rare Instagram, it's all you're going to see on there is babies, nails, which, look at me, I feel like a toddler, but babies, nails, and really funny memes. Like, everything you see me post that's always spicy, I don't even look for them anymore because I like them so much. That's all that pops up on my feed. And I have a page that's all about plants. If you're on the YouTube, as you can see, there's plants all over my house. And so I have a plant page, and everything on my Explore page is plants. And I purposely keep it that way because that's all I want to see. So what you can do is you can click, and say, see less of this or whatever. And then that's when you'll see less things like that. And then on the podcast page, let us say, For You page, I try to like news, what's happening right now, just because, again, it's a podcast page, right? And then me and Nicole page, that's my hat company. I don't really like things on there. Mainly it's usually just me posting, so that doesn't really, that algorithm is just whatever. And then I have the tunes page, and all that's on there is drawing stuff, because that's what I like, and those are my hashtags are. So
Right.
It's always something about how I can draw like an eye really much better, or how I can put more definition in the lips and stuff like that. I think that's awesome. I love it. Micah the mother. That's adorable. Me, I took my hair out yesterday. As you can see, the curls have come back, so that's fine. I took my nails off because I lost one, and once one goes, the rest just start falling off like nothing. So it's cool, and that's what I've been doing. Nothing spectacular. Well, I've noticed that May I have like 2 trips in May, but then now it's like my mom wants us to go somewhere for Mother's Day, so now it might be.
Oh snap!
So it's like
a loaded ass month.
Yeah, that's like the 8th, and then the next weekend is like the 14th, and the next week is like 20 something, and then that last weekend, that's Memorial Day weekend. Someone asked me, I might go to Atlanta. But it would just be for one day because I got a party to go to here in Florida, and so I gotta be back for that. So I don't know, girl, I might be outside, So may have to do the podcast remote. Anyway, so I got some things on here to talk about, girl. We got to move fast because Mike about to clear it on us today. All right, so something I saw, this is a debate. And the debate is, should you support a Black business just because it's a Black business? Because it was, I think, something that Ply said, but I heard a few people make this comment. It's like, oh, don't ask me to support your business just because you're a Black company. Make a product that I actually like, and then I'll support it. So let me let you go first. How do you feel about this? What's your thought?
Okay. So while I understand why that comment was made about I ain't gonna just buy something just because it's Black, but I am. Depending on what it is. Okay, no, I ain't finna buy no cat food, ain't got no cat. Okay, so realistically speaking, if there's a Black-owned company that sells anything that I buy anywhere else, I want to try it out. So me and Leah were having this conversation probably like a few podcasts ago when we were talking about how the shipping and handling be high as hell with some of these Black-owned businesses or just small businesses in general. Right. And we have businesses and we do shipping and handling, and it ain't $8. So you're trying to make up for your cost because you did not price your product as high as it should be, or you are trying to make a profit in some way quickly. And the way to do that is shipping and handling. You know what I'm saying? So for me, yes, I am going to buy just because you're Black. But if it's something that I feel like you can improve on, if your customer service was trash, if it took 75 days for me to get my product, all of that stuff, I think, how are they going to get better if no one supports them, A? And how are they going to get better if we don't tell them when they fucking up? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I will support a business just because it's Black, if it makes sense. Like I said, I ain't buying cat food if I ain't got no cat. You know what I'm saying? So right. If it makes sense, and it's a practical purchase I would make anywhere else, yes, I am supporting because it's Black, because the Black dollar circulation is the main goal for me. And if we have all these Black-owned businesses out here and ain't nobody fucking shopping at them, it's kind of like there's no point of these Black-owned businesses even to exist. So I feel like you kind of just got to do that. But I get it. I totally understand it.
So I saw this from somebody I know. She posted this a long time ago. She posted the same thing. And then it's Plies who apparently just posted it recently, and it's gone around. I agree with Micah 100%. So, I wish we had somebody on here that didn't agree, but to me, I think everything she said is true. I am going to support it. And honestly, I would, even if it's something that I don't particularly like. I had a homegirl we went to school with. She was selling these little bamboo necklace things and bracelets. Y'all ain't never seen me with no fucking bamboo necklace and bracelet, okay? And the earrings she bought, and I spent a good $30 with sis. All that shit's still sitting in my drawer. So I get it. I do have money to do casual purchases like that I don't fucking use. So by all means, don't spend your last dime. But I think it's called support. So that's the point. You get what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I may buy cat food if I really want to support you that bad. I don't have a cat. But as Micah said, the whole point is, how are they going to get better if we don't support them? How are they going to get better if you don't tell them? And it was a girl that was selling plant shirts. Mm-hmm. And I was telling Micah about the shipping, and I was like, her shipping is mad expensive. And I sell hats. So I know I used to charge like $6-7 for shipping because I was using priority shipping for USPS. Anybody that's shipping, at least from Florida, here's a little plug. So a hat is literally, I put a pound, but it's not even a pound. It's like a couple ounces. So when I went to the post office, it was one of the ladies at the post office, and he's like, you know, you can get this shipped just as fast for less money, right? I said, do tell. And the lady went on to say, you do first class. So anybody using USPS, they're going to push priority because they make more money on priority. But this lady was nice enough to tell me you can do first class and it'll still get there in the same amount of time. And it's only $3. So that's it. And so I told her, I didn't want to. I was like, Micah, I just feel like I don't even know this bitch. So Micah was like, you should tell her. How is she going to know if you don't ever? So I did it. You know, I did my due diligence there. And I told her, like Micah told me to. And she said, thank you. I don't know if she changed her prices, but I would say in her case, I don't necessarily think, because it could be an issue of you trying to make up costs elsewhere. Yeah. Or a situation of you ignorance. You just don't know. So my thing to her is you should do first class, because for me, I shop online religiously. Like, good luck getting me in anybody's store. I'll buy it online. And so I literally have a total of $200. And if that fucking shipping is like $12,
40,
like,
well, right. Nope.
You couldn't figure that out. I can't get free shipping by now. Like, the way I shop online, I always get free shipping. So when my shipping's like $7, I'm confused. And I bought a shirt from this girl. The shirt was already $35. It's a regular t-shirt, but it's $35. I was like, okay, bitch. And then the shipping was like $12 or something like that. And I was like, this shit could legit be $3. And it wouldn't even, it's like literally the shipping be like $3.24 or something like that. So
it's almost half.
Yeah.
It's a third of the product. For shipping?
No.
No.
So I think, and for me, okay, I'll pose this question. Do you think it's irresponsible in any type of way for somebody like Clyde, or at least somebody famous, to throw out that rhetoric? Because I think it kind of is. I think you have a lot of money. So it's like, why not? You have a lot of influence. That's really the word I'm going for here. You have a lot of influence. So, it just depends. Like, I don't think anyone, hopefully, I'm sure someone has rebutted his comment in some type of way and said something that what Micah said, but it's like, I feel like that's a little irresponsible to just throw that out without more context behind it. And I don't know if he provided that.
I agree. I think anybody who is in the 1% or in upper middle class or high class of any caliber, influence, shit, real estate agent, anybody who makes enough bread that they can take care of another household, I just feel like it's almost like you're shitting on the man coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the underdogs need people to support them. They need, everybody starts somewhere. So it's almost like you forgot you was rapping in strip clubs, nigga. Like, you forgot you were that person who went to these clubs in like the last 15, 20 minutes.
That was your time to shine. You
went on stage and everybody was like,
who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we've all been there to a certain capacity, but when Black people say that about, when we already know our history of not supporting, we already know.
That's it right there.
Huh?
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Our history of just not being fucking supported.
Yeah. And I understand where it comes from. That doesn't make it better. I think a lot of people ain't even riding a wave of slavery and segregation and why we are. I don't think nobody fucking thinks about that as much as I do. So we can't even use that for excuse for them, because I know they ain't thinking back way back where it came from. But the point of the matter is, if everybody who is not Black, the Jews, the Latins, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? If we can think about sub cultures of Black people and brown people or minorities who know how to use community and they know how to make it work for themselves, I think you should question yourself of why Black people are always saying detrimental shit to other Black people. Like, think on a bigger scale. Do y'all still want to be the people who don't know how to band together and make shit work, like have no unity. Like I'm sick of that shit. Like I feel like we should definitely start progressing towards a more unified front, at least for the business aspect. God damn, like everybody else has this shit on lock. If a Latin man comes over here, he gonna do whatever the fuck he needs to do to make money. And then when he gets his people over here, he's gonna support them. All they kids gonna be in public school. All like literally, like this is what happens. 16, 17 people living in one house. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Because at the end of the day, if we do construction, they end up owning their own construction companies. They literally end up owning this the bottom of the barrel shit because they knew the bigger picture here is for our family to have wealth and comfort and stability and financial security and whatever the case. Like Black people always say the most detrimental shit about each other, and it's just like we already get enough of that. Like
that's how it's like we got to find another way. And to me,
bro.
the best like soundbite out of this whole thing is, how are they going to get any better? Like even if you think they shit trash, how are they going to get any better if you don't ever support it? At least tell them, okay, I bought your shit. First of all, you need this, you need this, you need this. And if they take it, they take it. I feel better knowing that I did what I was supposed to do by supporting and telling her whatever. And now that's it. Because everybody's be receptive. A lot of people don't handle criticism well. So we are prepared for that. But just to throw out, don't expect me to just buy your shit because of da-da-da. It's like, I get what you're saying, but if for someone that has that much influence, I would say he should have been better. The wording should have been different, I think. And I think it's the mentality behind it, right? Because no matter what the situation is, I would never, to me, that whole sentence wouldn't have came out of my mouth.
Yeah, it's just insensitive.
It's the complete opposite. I would most definitely support you just because you're Black.
Yeah.
I would definitely support you for that. I'll give you an opportunity. Okay, well, let's see. And if you don't do well, then because it's like, and you know what it is too. If this is some, like, okay, Mike is about to give birth soon. She ain't finna just hire a motherfucker that's practicing delivering children, right? She's probably gonna get a professional, right? Because this is life threatening. But at the same time, if it's something light, I need some pictures taken. I'll give an up and coming photographer a chance if they're Black. Okay, come on. Like there's only so much you can fuck this up, so let's give it a good go. If they do fuck it up, fine, but my world's not going to end if that's not. But at least I gave somebody an opportunity.
Sacrifices need to be made.
I think we should be a lot better at helping each other, and I definitely think we should support somebody just because they're Black. That's why I bought that fucking tell whatever purse. Whenever it's coming.
The only reason.
That's the only reason I bought the shit, because he was Black. Oh, I got a big ass Louis bag. I like Louis bags.
And
probably I like Louis bags. But I bought this big ass bag.
Yeah, she's a design person. That's her thing. That's what she likes. So it's like, I don't even like purses like that.
You don't even like purses. Look at her.
And I'm just like, well, let me just get this bag because a Black man.
And that's something too. I think the Plies of the world and people, and the girl that said that too, I think they're quicker to support some shit, whether they like it or not, if it's popular. And that's some other fuck shit that I don't care for either. Don't do it just because everybody else is doing it. Like, cause then there's no sincerity in there. And you're honestly down to me. Like, you're doing this shit just for that. You should definitely support somebody because they're Black, whether it's popular or not. And I'm not saying buy some shit that's obviously trash, but support is support. So find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just automatically write it off or have a mentality that, oh, if I don't like that, I'm not going to do it. Because
and I already know it's going to be this. Like, okay, but guys, how are they going to know professionalism? How are they going to know business etiquette?
They're never going to know.
They're going to know. How? How? Like, for real, there's no way someone can get better if they don't have practice. And the only way that businesses get practice is bitches buy. So it's like,
yes.
Come on.
And lead by example. So that's my thing with Plies or with anybody with influence like that. Lead by example. Now, not to knock Plies. Apparently Plies is actually very educated. I think he was English major or some crazy shit like that. Just nigga from the street that don't know shit. So that's what makes it even more annoying that he does that. But I will say his crowd probably feels like him. Like, people who listen to him wholeheartedly probably do feel the same way. Oh, I ain't finna buy your shit just because whatever. And you guys are a part of the goddamn problem.
Yeah. And I get it. Like, it's okay. Some people don't like the expectation of obligation, right? I expect you. You are obligated to purchase from me just because I'm Black. There is a way that people. There's a way that people come at you. You know, the tone be like, I don't have to do a fucking. I
ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing. I love saying it. I ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing.
Right, but at the same time, so be humble in your approach about how you market your business, how you advertise your business. People don't expect shit from anyone. Agreed. Everything should be a blessing, and it should be celebrating your small wins, however they come. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I do think this attitude of, come on, man, I'm Black man struggling, but no, I don't need that plight. I need the business aspect of it. If I was not a Black man, if I was a white woman, how would you sell this product to me?
Oh, that's it, Beth.
Period.
That's the one.
Period.
That's the one, sis.
Period. So stop code switching. That shit's still professional. I am, come on.
Code switching.
Code switching. When you go to McDonald's or some shit and they get a white person or another person that is not of color or minority, they speak totally different. But then when they fuck with us, it's like, what's up? What you want? No, bitch, I want this professional energy you just gave this white man. Okay?
This white man.
Because we're in a professional setting. We're not at a barbecue. We're not in the mall. This is not leisure. It's business.
Right. Agreed.
Our business etiquette needs to improve.
Needs to improve for sure. Okay.
For sure.
For sure. Thank you, Bethany. All right. This is just a quick thing. Micah, tell me how you feel. The question was posed. Do you want Ciaras Prayer? Now you're in a relationship, but I guess take your mind out of this.
Okay.
Want Ciaras Prayer? No, you're single. You're in the streets. Do you want Ciaras Prayer or Lori Harvey's Finesse?
Ciaras Prayer?
Because the idea is, you know, she prayed, whatever, and that's how she got Russell. And I mean, that's how we feel about Russell. They're happy. No, this whole argument about it, that she had a special
Ciaras
prayer to get a Russell, or Lori Harvey's Finesse, where
that's funny as fuck, actually.
And goes on by her business, fucks them, maybe not, I don't know. So which one would you rather?
Lori is young, wild, and free, bitch, and she dating, honey.
I don't know.
If I was 24, I would definitely be on some Lori shit.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think, okay, so boom. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the prayer, because Ciara didn't get the prayer off rip. She eventually got it, right?
Ciara had a Bow Wow. She had Future Trifle.
She had a 50.
So,
yeah.
She had some
I'll take the prayer, because I'm finna fuck up along the way. But eventually, I'm gonna have a happy ending. I'm gonna have these kids, and I'm gonna have support and love. And however we think their shit is, bitch, I look at them. It don't nothing. You can tell by the kids. Kids cannot fake on camera. These fucking kids these kids look happy as the fuck. Okay. Yeah. Every time she films them sporadically, I'm like, you know what? Her kid's happy, so I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever is happening. But like I said, I feel like, yes, I will take, I gotta say I'll take the prayer. But age-wise, Lori's living her fucking life, bro. Like, and she just so happened to be famous. She just like us.
Yes.
She dating. And we just don't have no fucking nigga she dated. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, in listening to you talk about it, I feel like my whole life, I would have chosen Ciara's Prayer.
Yeah.
I feel like I want Loris Finesse at the ripe age of 31. It's like, man, fuck these niggas. I want.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want. You sound like the little girl. He's like, Lori, are you smart? Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like I want Lori's Prayer now, and Lori's Finesse.
Lori's Finesse.
And I don't know when I'm gonna want that prayer again, because
I don't like how Boosie was talking about her though. He was basically saying,
"Oh, you weren't on that." I don't think you were on that episode. I had 2 episodes and you weren't on that. That'd be good. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like the way. Okay, so the way he kind of retracted what he said, but the gist of what he said was basically, what every nigga says. I don't want a bitch everybody wants.
Yeah,
you know
he said we talked about it. That we talked about an episode that that Terry and 2 Breeze were on.
Mm-hmm.
Give their take on it. And here go Paul talking about y'all don't talk about Boosie. Hey Paul. Sorry, okay, Boosie's full of shit for that. But he went, hey Tiffany. So he went on this whole rant, but his thing was just like, all y'all talking about y'all want, y'all praising Lori. So you want to be like a fine ass chick that everybody that ran through. Like that's how he was talking about her. He literally said, Ben,
Yeah.
what we need to be doing is praising these dudes that done ran through this fine ass girl and then wife her. And so he was like, the only person that's gonna wife her is like a simp, basically. And it's just like,
no. So that's what I'm saying. When a woman is freely dating and expressing herself and doing her thing, she ran through. Obviously, I know the narrative is not changing. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm not trying to change men. I'm not trying to change women. So I have to say that shit because everybody else is like, it is what it is. It's how the world views it. Yes, I fucking understand. A woman can be free sexually. She's still going to be a hoe. She can claim whatever she want to claim. Everybody going to say she ran through. I get it. But she's young and she's dating and she got money. We're going to know who she's fucking because she's fucking famous. Right?
And she's dating famous people.
And she's dating famous people. They're not homeboys.
No.
They're not brothers. They're not cousins. They're not fucking step aunt or whatever the fuck. They're not related. So for me, okay, yes, Future. All right, rapper. Michael B. Jordan, actor. Like, this motherfucker is dating famous people in her tax bracket. So for me, it's like, how do we know Lori is busting this shit for everybody? For one,
so that was the argument too. That was the argument too. Is she fucking all these people? But my thing is, even if she is fucking all these people, y'all not fuck niggas, broke niggas for free. So what difference does like? It's the audacity. Men always have so much judgment for what women do, and you niggas be literally the ones driving us to fucking insanity. I ain't never had me so stressed out as much as the man has. So the nerve of you to be worried about this, and mind you, Mr. Boosie, this is the same man that made a grown-ass woman suck his son's dick. So I feel like there's only so much comment.
Hell no for me.
I'm gonna take from him and how he feels about whatever. Because he was like, because would y'all want y'all daughters like being ran through like that? And it said, I wouldn't want my daughter being ran through, but I have a daughter. But my thing is, my daughter is gonna do what the fuck she wants to do anyway. So I would definitely advise her to be selective with who the fuck she's fucking.
Yeah.
I gotta tell her to pick broke ass niggas or ones with money. I'm gonna definitely tell her to pick the ones with money. My broke ass niggas, baby, it's stuck. It's broke here.
I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm tired of being the only one with money in my relationships. I need a nigga that.
Yeah.
So no, I don't. He's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So my thing is, at the end of the day, if my tax bracket is a nigga in LA who's in house,
right?
Then the fuck, I'm dating that nigga. And because my stepdaddy is not her real dad, and because my stepdaddy is Steve Harvey, right? Mm-hmm. And my mom owns this foundation, and she's made a name for herself. I'm her fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what Lori Harvey does, but at the end of the day, because of her wealthy ass parents, it don't even fucking matter what she does. So that's the thing.
What the fuck she does?
You men make excuses all the time. Are the same men running around with 6, 7, 8 baby mamas? To be honest, like your life ain't no crystal fucking stair for you to be making judgment of what women do and how they're dating, because y'all are in these situations where you have to pay child support over and over because y'all can't keep y'all dick to yourself. But I guess
they arguing about how trash your baby mama is.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess that's okay. That's the norm, that you want to be a nigga with hella baby mamas. I guess that's an okay narrative to have.
But that's the thing. It's okay. Yes, you're right. Because they don't want
okay narrative to have.
Yeah, they don't want that, but they get it, and then they just be so like, oh my gosh, bro, like you so stressed out, and you are the one that keeps nutting in all these people.
That's what I'm saying. And then
what is wrong with you? And Boosie got mad kids.
Hella women. This is the life that you want to live. Okay, cool. But this is the same situation. I don't care if you're sowing your royal oath. I don't care if you believe in marriage or not. This ain't about that. This is about your ability to be responsible with your manhood that you cannot control.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you're creating all these lives, and you have the I don't want my daughter to be ran through. Her daddy ran through so many hoes.
He's a run througher.
She's gonna find a nigga that's gonna run through her too. She gonna find that she gonna be one of the baby mamas just like her mom, possibly. You don't know. It's like 6 or 7 of them. Like what you know what I'm saying? Like no shade to that community because it is a community of people who have more than one baby daddy. No, excuse me, more than 3. Let me put it. More than 3 baby daddies because that's excessive. 2, I got it. 3, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, no shade, no judgment. But there's something to be said about you as well, father of many baby mothers. Like, come on, bro. Like, your daughter sees that. What the fuck you think she think of you? No fucking self-control. Or this is normal. So it's okay to be one of many.
And that to me is always something. Men, a question. I don't know who said this to me. I heard it somewhere, but you all may have as well. Ask yourself if you would want your daughter to be with you, with a man like you, right? I asked that to my ex. I was like, so you want Mia to be with you? And he was like, I mean, one thing I say about my daughter's dad, he fully accepts that he was terrible. Like he used to have a terrible past, right? Especially with me. He was fucked up with me too. But he is definitely one of the best men I've ever dated. Like I definitely put him at the top because this nigga ironically has a conscience. It seems like you niggas ain't really born with those. I don't know. But my ex did have one. And so once he fully accepted I'm a father and I got kids and shit, then the water, are you okay? You lucky?
No, I took a pill.
Oh, ew. I didn't take let me get him for stretch family. But yeah, that's a good question. Would you want your daughter to end up with somebody like you? Because theoretically, women apparently fall for men like their fathers. This is what it's supposed to be. And men theoretically fall for women like their mother. And I've actually seen that many times, you know. So you got actually that. Do you and if that's not the case, once you have a daughter that's old enough to understand, and I'd even say a son too. We're talking about Lori Harvey, so fine. But once you have a daughter that's old enough to understand the treatment and whatever, to me, that's why I never respect a man that disrespects his baby mama. I don't give a fuck if this bitch crazy or not. You got this woman pregnant. So now she's the mother of your child. And as a mother, I remember how stressed out I was at one point in time because of what my ex was doing. And I had to call Micah over. I had to call Tarsha over. I had to call Paige over. I needed everybody over here to play patty cake with my child. So I could literally go cry for hours in a corner somewhere because this nigga had me stressed out. So this is where it comes to ask yourself if you'd want your daughter to end up with a nigga like you. Yeah. And if that's not the case, make a change, you know, make a logical change to be a better person because it's very likely that she will end up with somebody like you. Honestly, especially seeing what her mom goes through, especially if the mom has her the most and sis got to do a lot of shit on her own. It's just so sad how the cycle continues if someone doesn't make a conscious decision to be a better adult for the child that's involved in the scenario. Okay. And men have to do a lot better. Shout out to the men who fully let women just understand that it's not your fucking say so what we do with our vaginas and our uteruses and everything else. And I think anything a man can do, women should be able to do it too, for the most part. Even when it gets really close to those real tricky double standards, you know, a man can fuck a whole bunch of people and it's not a problem. Women can't. Whether I subscribe to that or not, I feel like, no, sis, go ahead. Like, honestly, we're smarter than you guys. Our sexual drive is just as strong. We just practice more, you know, self-restraint, some of us. And then some of these women get labeled all type of shit. No, nigga, if you do it, you know.
I think realistically, like, okay, boom. I'm gonna fuck y'all up.
Ooh, she's gonna fuck us up.
To be real, y'all ain't looking for wives anyway.
Ooh, in your face.
So if you're not looking for a wife, why do you care how many niggas done ran through her? To be realistic, when y'all get into these relationships, y'all get into situationships, y'all stay with people, y'all prolong it, y'all be with them 6, 7, 8 years, you know, had a kid or not, or you're with a woman for 2 years, with no expectation of marrying her. You're with her for 4 years. You talking to somebody for 6 months and you don't really like them. You are not trying to get married. You ain't trying to wife this woman. That's why men used to care about a woman's status, because she didn't make a good wife. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife and then that shit changed all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And so, and even and still, y'all ain't getting married at an alarming rate that these women have to slow the fuck down. Like, let's just be real. Everybody is out here doing a very single thing. And I know a lot of women have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say they've been swayed more to be loose daters. because men they're not stepping up to the plate of commitment. So why do I keep getting into these situationships with these niggas who ain't taking me seriously? Fuck it. Y'all just must not want to marry me. And if that's
like this is literally the I think when women do this, it's like, okay,
fuck it.
I'm gonna just date them. Then I'm gonna date you, and you, and I'm gonna
get what I'm gonna get what
I gotta go fuck them all. Whatever. That's
what I want. I'm gonna go on vacations. I'm gonna go on vacations. I'm gonna go to restaurants. I'm gonna get nice things. I'm gonna get treated well by these men who are definitely playing me for something. Because none of these niggas want to commit. If we're gonna be real, like everybody has an excuse for something. Oh, my life ain't ready. Oh, my finances aren't together. Oh, then you shouldn't be dating at all.
That's what I said.
But it's cool because we got needs. And because we're human beings, we can't fucking be alone. And I think our sole purpose is to socialize and communicate and to partner or whatever. I get that shit. But y'all ain't trying to marry a bitch. And I know a lot of women want to get married. I think they just let that shit go. They just let it go. Like, okay, cool. Well,
it's like, fuck it then.
All right, have a good time then. And I'm finna be a Lori Harvey. And I'm finna do my thing. And when I like somebody, I'm gonna date them. And when I'm done with them, I'm finna move the fuck on. What's she supposed to do? I'm sure she ain't devastated.
No, I don't think she's devastated.
She's moving on like any woman would.
And Lori is a very attractive woman. So there's always going to be a according to Boosie or whomever that, you know, comes in and picks her up and wants to be with her. And so, or deal with her for whatever time. So I don't think, I just think it's just, there's so much judgment being thrown around. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. All right, next. I guess I could put this in there since we're talking about Lori because we're running out of time. Beth has things to do. Okay, so old video of Steve Harvey came out where he was saying that men cannot platonically be friends with a woman. He said it, right? I don't know if you saw it. He said it a long time ago, but it's come back up recently, and everybody been on his ass. So I feel like I always agreed with that, and then because his logic was, it's every man that's friends with you wants to fuck you. Right? The only reason why he's being friends with you or staying in a friend's place is because you have made it abundantly clear that you do not want to fuck him. But he's always going to stay there. And the moment you leave that crack open, he's going to try to fuck on you. So you already know who came to mind for me. And I was like, wow, it's true. Lord, it's so true. But what? Say it ain't so. But it's like, that's true. This happened with me and somebody. And I would have sworn Jesus off the cross. This person was like, not that case, but that was the case. Like, he couldn't wait. Right? So, is this really true? Can men just not? Do all our male friends want to fuck us? You think they want to fuck on us?
So let me tell you. And I think I told you this one before. Whatever the fuck these things got going on, I don't give a fuck, right? So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, yes, I do believe, and I've been told this. You and I have been told this our whole lives.
Told this, and I lived by this. I never had guy friends. To be fair, I still kind of don't.
And I kind of don't either. I wish I did. CJ can count. I don't talk to Leo. I don't talk to Darnell. So all my friends, boyfriends, they're an extension of my friends, so they're not really my friends. But maybe 4 in my lifetime.
As I'm saying, and it's not CJ counts, but I wouldn't even think of CJ in that scenario because we don't talk to CJ like on a regular.
And we don't come to him for anything.
Yeah, we don't come to CJ for like
phone calls. Like cousin, family, whatever.
It's like a cousin,
extension, something
like a little big brother.
But yes, every male that I have been friends with, and I have made it very clear that they're not my type, or I've made it very clear that I'm in a relationship, or whatever the case was, they wanted a relationship with me in some way. And when it finally happens with someone that you didn't expect to happen, because they just played it so well, that's what they're doing. They're just playing it so well and so cool and so respectful and like not even borderline. They don't feel icky. me, like you can just change in front of them. I'm like, it's a fan, my friend.
Oh, no.
But it's just like, nah, this nigga is like
he wants to fuck on you.
Secretly.
Oh, he wants to fuck on you.
So, honestly, let's be real. Women are attractive. We have assets. We got titties. We have butt. We have a vagina, which is the most amazing.
That's all they really want anyway, the vajayjay.
So if you think about the attention span of a man, the attention span of a man and what they think about most of the time, I know women think about sex a whole lot too. So I'm not saying that because they think primarily about sex, they can't even differentiate between the two. But if I go a little deeper, even when your mom and your grandma and your aunt and your sister have once upon a time, don't be wearing shorts around your uncle. Don't wear shorts around your granddad. Mm-hmm. Make sure what you're doing in front of your cousins, like it's always this super protective thing when it comes to women, because men have I feel like they have a hard time with separating sexual thoughts when it comes to women. I think they just can't fucking do it. And I'm not saying that all men are pedophiles in some way, but it's a reason why your mom says don't wear shorts around uncle, blah, blah, blah. Not because he molested anybody, but because we're trying to make it easier for this man not to think of you sexually. Mm-hmm. You are a woman. You are a little girl. You have boobs. You have hips. He's gonna look and it's, oh, okay, but this is my cousin.
And he's probably uncomfortable too. You know, it's like, oh, ew.
Yeah. Exactly. And so because of that, even when you go to the family, just imagine a nigga who's not a part of your family, who doesn't have to watch his thoughts, who doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying, monitor whatever he's thinking about your ass. It's like, I'm gonna play my role. And we may never have sex, but she is sexually desirable. And that's it.
I hate y'all so much.
I don't think they can.
So much.
But I think we can be friends with men. But I do feel like when some women are low and they know deep down that this nigga really wants her and this has been her friend for years, she will try him when she's at a low point. You know what I'm saying? Low point, that means lost a best friend, you just got broken up with, your mom and your daddy got a divorce, low points, right? You go to your best friend, you crying, you're going to look at it and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we see it in movies all the time. There is some truth to that, but we know how to, unless we are broken, we won't cross that line. But any given chance, a man, I don't think they can. I mean, we see those that work. Simone and Benny. There ain't nothing sexual about them ever. I know this since high school. Fucking CJ and Paige. Shit. CJ and Monique. Who else? That's all I got.
Me and Cordero like that.
You and Cordero, and that's a fairly new. How long have y'all been tight? Like 5, 6 years?
Like 6.
6 years? Yeah, that could have went sideways. But it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I'll say is, when I saw that again, when I first heard it way back when, I was like, oh, that can't be true. That's unfortunate. But I agreed because there are so many guys that I was guy friends with, and not so many, like a couple, and Leah have always liked you. And I was like, oh God, why are you doing this? So then it just changes after that. Once you profess that, it's never going to be the same for me, at least. Some people can move past it, but now, let's say I would have I've never changed in front of one of my guy friends, but let's say I would have changed in front of you. It's a hell no now, right? Let's say I would have slept next to you because we got a one bedroom, a one bed hotel, whatever. Now I won't, right? Yeah. So now that I know that you can see me that way, it's just like, okay, now you're just a guy that wants to fuck on me now. Now I gotta have the guard up a little bit, and it's just weird. So I think having this happen to me, somebody that I was very, very close with, that was a close friend, and then we dated, and it was like, wow, maybe Steve is onto something. And I personally I'm not really close with many guys. And even with, like you said, we have Leo, I'm real cool with Leo, but me and Leo don't talk. Like me and Leo, this is our friend, Erica's boyfriend. we're out. Like that's my going out partner. So it'd be me and him and Erica and like his homeboys, and we've done that a lot. And me and Willie cool. I've called Willie probably once to complain about something my baby daddy because they're friends, and that was it. But it's not a
confidant friend.
And I don't necessarily need it. You know what I'm saying? Like I have Micah. Me and Micah do pretty well with conversation. And if I really need to get a guy opinion, I'll ask Terry. Terry is like a good extension of it. But Terry's so warped. She's so weird. You know, he brought me this today.
Aww.
He was giving them out to everybody. So some girl snapped on him. She was like, all these shoots aren't done with you, and you ain't never gave me, you know, the flowers. Because he was giving them out. He apparently got a whole bunch or something, and he was giving them to the women that were doing shoots. So I'm sitting here like, you know, I'm just the only bitch you know with mad plans. I ain't say nothing until that girl complained, and I was like, well, I ain't gonna say shit, but who you know got more plans than me? You ain't never gave me no motherfucking orchid. So shout out to Taylor for the orchid. But men and women, you guys tell me how you feel about that. Do you think it's true that men always want to fuck you if they're friends with you? They just play their role until the opportunity presents itself. If it never presents itself, then they never jump on it. But if you present it, they'll fuck on you. Do you think that's
plot twist? Is it bad?
I don't think so.
Is it bad because the old saying goes, marry your best friend. Bitches ain't getting married for real. But what I'm saying is, I remember Steve Harvey also said, you need to be friends with this man first anyway.
Yeah.
So the same man who said they can't be friends, you need to be friends enough with them to know what type of person that they are.
Right.
And a person cannot fool you. For me, you can't fool me past a year. You cannot be an imposter for a year, okay?
And that's extensive because they start acting the fuck up after a couple months, honestly.
Right, and I'm trying to.
She's giving y'all.
I'm trying to give y'all a year. I give it 6 months. That's what I need. I need 6 months to know this is who you are. I can be with you. That's what I do. 6 months is my thing. I did a 3-month thing. That shit fucked up. I said, oh shit, I ain't doing this no more. Why would I say yes so fast? But that's my thing. And remember, if we stick to the stuff, our little boundaries and our standards and things like that, we'll be okay. It's when we start deviating, when we start getting fucked up. No, I don't. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe we need to get super close to these niggas to understand, like, oh, damn, maybe you're not a friend. Maybe you are somebody that I can spend with for the rest of my life. Maybe this could work. And maybe
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think the only way, and I'm going strictly off my experience with it, with a close friend, you know, professing their love for me or whatever. Right. The only thing I would say is if it is somebody that's a close friend and they do come profess this love and do all this shit, whoever's professing the love, you need to understand that you're professing the love, risking the existing relationship. And that's the problem. Yeah. Me and this person don't even talk. Like they text me, I gotta tell you what they sent me. This shit about toxic partners that they sent me the other day. And I was like, it's just our relationship is so non-existent now. And we used to be like this. So to me, it's like, just be mindful of what you're losing in the midst of trying to gain something else.
Right.
You care, because I personally don't feel like he cares. I feel like he cares to an extent, but he's the kind of person that just out of sight, out of mind, I'm not gonna think about it. But it's if you care, because you could lose a friend that way. But I mean, hey guys.
It's on y'all.
Yeah. All right, let's do this last one since Beth has got to fucking go. All right, Yandy and Mendices. So I don't know if you've seen it, but Yandy, obviously.
The reunion, right? Yeah. I mean, the couples retreat.
I guess, yeah. I don't watch it, but apparently that is what it is.
Yeah. Yes, I saw an episode the other week, and fuck it, I told you, Princess and your boy on there, Ray J. Yeah, but go ahead. Okay.
So Yandy, I don't know the how the conversation came up, but it was basically like she held him down for whatever, and she asked him if the roles were switched, if she went to prison for 4 years, would he hold her down? And he said, I don't. He said he doesn't know what he'd do.
He's telling the truth.
And that's what he said. He was like, I'm telling the truth, and she was like, wow. So then, you know, her confessional, sis is crying, and I felt so bad for her. It sucks because she was asked this question so many times while he was locked up. Oh, Yandy, would he do this for you? And she said her rebuttal was always, of course he would. We love each other. So to hear him say that, she was like, it's so hurtful and it's so unfair. And so he was just like, I don't know what I'd do. And I was like, the first thing I thought was, how do I stay with this nigga after that?
Yeah.
I stay with you after that.
Our love ain't the same.
And it's okay, because for one, it's on live television. So everybody done fucking seen the shit. So everybody know Mendici said, look, Yandy, whatever. And he came out with a rebuttal kind of like, I never said I wouldn't. I said you won't know till you're in that situation. Yes, you would, because that means you're trying to say you don't know a hypothetical. Nigga, put yourself in a hypothetical. If this bitch got this bitch done got maced and arrested so many fucking times, protesting for police reform and better things in prison while your black ass was locked up in front of the same fucking prison you was locked up in front of. And you told this bitch to her face, you don't know what you're gonna do. This is an opportunity where I feel like he should have lied. He should have fucking lied. Absolutely, bitch. Absolutely. I hold it the fuck down, Yandy. He should lie.
He should lie.
Cause what the fuck how do I sleep next to you tonight?
Yeah.
And then the thing is, because they are on TV and it's social media, this shit is not gonna die anytime soon. It's gonna keep, and now you've made a mockery out of your wife who sat here holding you down. And then the funny part is everybody in the comments talking about Papoose and Remy Ma. This bitch was locked up for what, 7 years?
That motherfucker held my dog down.
Papoose went and saw his bitch every day. And took care of the other kids. And as soon as she came out, dropped another baby in her. Got him, married her again and dropped another baby in her. So everybody was like, look, nigga, it's only one Papoose. And Yandy, you have the Mendicis of the TV show. And I'm like, that's crazy. I just feel like that's so telling of how willing we are as women.
Yeah.
Do whatever the fuck it takes to make a relationship work.
So what about this, Leon? It's not the devil advocate.
I like it. Fuck you.
What you think? Why do we ask questions that we really... Okay, why do we ask questions, hypothetical questions, that could possibly lead to an hypothetical argument, a hypothetical breakup, a what ifs? Why do we let what if scenarios destroy what we have in the moment? And why do we ask those questions? Certain things I don't want to fucking know the answer to. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things I just don't want to know. And I feel like that is a very hard question to ask somebody, but based on their love and their relationship and everything that they've gone through, you would think just like you said, like him lying. Yandy held your ass down, bro. You could have lied. The fact that you didn't feel that love while you were locked up, the fact that you did not even once consider this bitch could literally leave me.
Oh,
like,
sorry.
Why did you mean that?
The one part that I read the caption or whatever, and they said that he admitted to being mad that she wasn't available to talk to him every single day. She literally talked to him. If she skipped a day, fine. But this bitch is also busy. Let's stop pretend like Yandy actually has jobs.
Yeah.
So, but he was like, the fact that she wasn't available every single day, that did bother him sometimes too. And then the question came up, okay, well, if the roles were switched, would you have done this for me? And he was like, I don't know. So for me, why do I ask questions?
Hypothetical questions.
Right. I asked what I want to know. So I would have asked that and it would have been fine. But I feel like this is something that I probably would have, I don't know if this would have been the setting to do it necessarily. Yeah. And then this is probably almost something I feel like I would have asked right when he was getting locked up. Because they literally got married right before he went in. And Yandy didn't, I used to watch Love and Hip Hop religiously. And she ended up that she didn't act,
She didn't take his last name, right? They didn't legally.
No, she's not there. They weren't legally married. I don't know if they're legal. They might not still be legally married now. I think they're just married for the sake of it. But she was saying more so, once you get married, he has other kids with other people. She didn't want all his other baby mamas coming after her money. Because once you get married, that's y'all to pay the child support.
Ain't that your dad?
Yes. So sis did not legally marry him for that, but she's married for all intents and purposes as far as she's concerned. So I don't know. For me, I ask questions because I want the answers. So him saying this to me, this would have been something where like I really have to second guess our relationship. And I can see this being like one of those weird things, but it's kind of like, I don't know. And that's a big thing for me. People doing shit to me that I wouldn't do to them, or people not doing for me what I would do for them. I take shit like that very personal. So everything I ask, I want to know the answer to. And it just depends. Like, a woman asks, why, are you cheating, or did you fuck her, or whatever. Along all hypotheticals. Then you gotta figure out, who you're dealing with, I guess.
Right.
That's definitely put a strain on their relationship at this
That's what I'm saying. And it's a hypothetical. It didn't happen like that.
It is a hypothetical, but it's kind of when we've had this question before too, like men who've cheated on their women and the women have stayed with them. Okay, if the roles were switched, if I cheated on you, would you have left me? Most niggas say yes. I've had this in a relationship, cheated on me. Most of them say, yeah, man, you cheat on me, I'm clearing it. And it's just like, so for me, that's happened to me once, and I left him after that. I was like, oh, well, then fuck it. What we doing?
Yeah. So that's just food for thought. I feel like some hypothetical situations, some hypothetical questions that are asked in relationships cause more problems than what's actually happening.
Yeah.
He did not go to jail. He did. And I totally understand that now we can see what type of person he is based off his response, even after he's out. Like I said, I feel like going in, he could have been like, I don't know. But coming out, he definitely should have been like, hell yeah.
Right.
But you could just tell what kind of thinking was going on in his head when he was in there. He probably was sliding anyway. Like, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay. All right. And what time is it? You got more time, or you gotta go? You gonna do the 15?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we talked about this a little bit. About like fit people or religious people. I compared them to Christians. But fit people that feel the need to push their fitness on everybody else. And I feel like this, I know a lot of fit people that do this. The only fit person I know that doesn't do this, like literally that I can think of, is Micah's boyfriend. He's the personal trainer I know that does not sit there and constantly ask you, no, you shouldn't eat that, right? You know, you shouldn't be drinking this soda. So you really gonna take that shot? You gonna eat these fries? It's like, and me and Micah were talking about somebody else that isn't a personal trainer, but she's very fit. And then it just kind of translated to all the other fit people we know. Why do fit people feel the need to push their fitness on everybody else? Because it's the same way Christians feel the need. And I understand Christians' reasons. They're trying to save your soul, right?
Right.
They're trying to save your soul. Right. They're trying to, get you to the tabernacle so you can see the Lord. So fit people, same thing. They're trying to save your life. I mean, being fit isn't a bad thing. These are both technically positive things, but it's so overbearing and it's so heavy and it's annoying for the fitness one. For the church one, it can be annoying, and for the fitness one, it can be offensive. And it's like they just can't fucking help themselves. It's like a disease. They just can't not say something about what the fuck you're eating, as if you're unaware that you shouldn't eat those fries or you shouldn't drink this soda. Why do they do this? What is their problem?
So I think, for one, they're self-righteous. Both parties. So the Christians and the fitness people are self-righteous. You feel a certain level of confidence when you have mastered an area, when you have disciplined yourself to master an area.
Agreed.
Because you become a master, you become an expert at this area, because you, out of all people, decided you weren't going to eat certain things hard as fuck, that you were going to exercise religiously hard as fuck, and that you were going to get the results that you wanted, how you wanted it, the way you wanted it.
Right.
Hard as fuck. And you did it. So now your price tag for yourself just went up.
It's up, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You already thinking like, shit, I feel like, why not listen to me? I did it for myself. And they love to say how many people can really discipline themselves to do what I did. Like, they love saying that because it is hard. Shit,
it's hard.
It ain't everybody. Discipline in itself. Discipline to read every fucking day. Anything you do, disciplining yourself to do, is hard. Discipline is like a skill, nigga. It's a skill. So I think when it's a physicality thing, we already have a very superficial like way of living, way of thinking. People are attracted to more attractive people. They listen to people who are more in shape. Like that's just kind of like our shallow human tendencies. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like the self-righteousness makes them feel like they owe it to you to tell you what you need to do to better yourself. Like they would be doing you a disservice if they did not tell you how they felt about what you're eating and what it does to your body, as if you don't know. It's like, I'm telling you, man, it's going to change your life. You have no idea. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better, blah, blah, blah. I hear all that. But that ain't where I'm at. And it's almost like they don't respect people where they are because they're not where they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's judgmental, definitely.
It's judgmental.
Self-righteous, it's judgmental.
Because my rebuttal to that is the what I can say I've excelled at as far as I'm concerned, or what I'm good at. I'm good at saving money. I fix my credit all by myself. That's why I always say you don't have to pay anybody to do that. Just Google it. I can tell you what I did. It took me some time. It's discipline. It's especially the way I spend money. It was hard to save $10,000 to buy my house. Like I had to save that and put that away. So that took time. That took discipline. All these things. I'm a school fanatic. I got a few degrees, and I feel like me and Micah have things that we excel in, and we don't feel the need to push this on people. I know a lot of people who don't even have a bachelor's. They don't care to, and I don't fucking feel it's my place to tell them. Obviously, going to school will help something. If you don't want to fucking do, I know you know that. You get what I'm saying? So to me, that's what I'm trying to find out. This righteousness that Christians have, this righteousness that fit people have, because it's mainly for fit people. I just compared them to Christians. But again, I can definitely understand religion reasons more than I can understand the fitness one, because it's less I wouldn't argue with a Christian about their beliefs. Like I wouldn't argue with any religious person about what they believe. This is a belief, right? So that's a different situation. But when it comes to fitness, it's just like, I don't think fit people even, I don't know, I want to say they don't care, but it's like, this is how y'all get cussed out. Like, I feel like this is what happens. Like, you don't think a bitch know they shouldn't drink soda? You don't think a motherfucker know they shouldn't eat these fries?
And the only time where you should inflict any advice or give me anything is if I ask for it or if I complain about it.
Exactly.
Because I had a friend, and I'm not a fit bitch, but I worked out. Me and Mila did like random little diets when we was in college. And our friend,
cabbage one.
Britt Brad was the person crying fat, and she never was gaining weight, right? Always crying fat. And we'd be like, Brittany, where? What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But a person that's super body conscious like that, who's always complaining, what I started doing was stop pacifying her and saying, "Oh, baby, you're not fat, girl.
You look great.
You're beautiful." Blah blah blah. Hold on, Carmela's calling me. Continue. Hold on. This is the kid I'm going to pick up.
Yeah. You gotta go. So I just think for it's something that I've noticed with fit people, and like I said, the only one I know that does not do this or has not done this is Micah's boyfriend. Everybody else has found a way to he has found a way to just be around us, see what we do. He indulges in our bullshit. And as far as he's concerned, clearly he knows how to work out. His body looks great. His girlfriend, the pregnant one, she's working out. She feels fine. And this man don't give a fuck what we got going on. If we want help, sign up. If you don't. Shout out to Marlon. Shout out to Zan. He posted something today and he was like, if you keep writing me, asking me things about working out and you don't sign up, I'm going to eventually stop responding. He was like, this shit is simple.
That's it.
Salad, sit up, show up. That's it. He's like, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, it's fine. But stop fucking writing me every day, asking questions. Like,
what to do, first of all, my website gives you all the steps. Stop fucking talking to me.
And that's a whole other conversation. It's very fucking annoying. Just read.
So to wrap up what I said, I eventually stopped telling her, no, you're not fat anymore. I just stopped fucking eating Guthrie's. I start saying shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, go eat a salad there, sis. And she would laugh. But I'm like, you ain't finna talk me to death about how fat you are, sis.
That's what we're not about to do.
You doing that fat pity party, sis.
I'm running out of compliments, sis. I'm running out.
I got nothing else to say to you because you're a joke at this point.
It's not gonna work.
You're a joke.
All right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. This was a quick one because Beth has things to do, clearly. Please visit us at letitsaitforyou.com. Follow us at Let It Say It For You on IG. Let It Say It For You on YouTube. And Let It Say It For You, just for you, on Twitter. It has been a delight.
It was still a good episode.
Yes, I think it was nice. Nice, juicy one.
It was.
Yeah.
Love.
All right. Love you too, big girl. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.